Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, Studio Rays, Boys and Their Toys. Alright guys, I've been a while. I got a how-to video right here. As you can see in my background, I have my shed right here. Now, as you notice, and again, to help you guys out, I have a gutter on one side of the shed, and behind the shed, as you can see, I can show you, I got a bunch of trees all back there. Alright, so what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to end up installing a rain guard, or I should say a leaf guard, on this gutter, because it does, when fall comes, all these leaves are going to hit that garage roof line, and it's going to go right into my gutter. And if I don't protect that now, I'm going to have a lot of problems as far as not getting proper drainage and shooting that water away from my shed and probably damaging it. Alright, so this is something I custom built a few years ago. So I just want to get that rain guard, or I should gutter guard, up there. Now I've been researching it. You can get the mesh chicken wire to put up there, and they have all types of other versions. I end up picking up something called Gutter Guard, and let me show you guys what it is. I got it from Amazon. I end up getting it from their warehouse. It was a return. So let's take a look at it. I'm gonna show you what you get in the box, and I'm gonna do pretty much step by step of how I'm installing it. All right, so let's take a look at that. All right, again, welcome to the channel, the Studio Rays, Boys and Their Toys. And guys, if you've never been to this channel, again, I'm just a how-to stay home dad, trying to make ends meet. All right, and I like to put information out there to help you guys out there when you're making, if it's purchases or need to know how to build something or do something. That's what this channel is about. All right, so hope this will help you guys out. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit all the damn buttons right up there. That's pretty much it. All right, so let's take a look at it and keep it moving. All right guys, again, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the channel, Studio Rays, Boys and Their Toys. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, how you doing? Here you go. So this is something I picked up. It's called a Raptor Gutter Protection. Alright, I got the standard size 48 feet. More than enough what I need to do my shed area. As you can see, as you go over here, as you can see, my shed is something I custom built myself. I got a bunch of trees in the background there hanging over. So this past I guess early summer, I got up there and it had so much leaves built up in there, and it wasn't proper draining. And if you don't clean that stuff out or protect it, you will cause problems. Your gutters will prematurely fail, and you'll start getting rot behind the eaves section, and again, it'll cause you more headaches than it's worth. So again, if you have the opportunity to do put any type of protection up there, I highly recommend it. So again, I end up picking up this the Raptor Gutter Guard, and this is pretty much how it comes. All right, it's 48 feet in total length. All right, what you end up getting, you get self-tapping screws, and they also give you the bed for it, and you get a pretty much comprehensive direction. What you're gonna need, of course, is a ladder. You're gonna need some type of 10 sips, and you're gonna need some type of drill. All right, which Boys and Their Toys, we all have that. All right, and let me just show you guys, to give you a recommendation. The directions is pretty much well laid out. They're telling you what you need to do. All right, it's not that complicated. And here again, they give you certain diagrams showing you on how if your gutter is laid out, there's suggestions how you install it. All right, so I'm gonna pick one of these applications and install it. Most likely I'm gonna probably be doing the fold-in method or fold-up method, which is this method right here. I'll come up to it, I either go up or come down or fold into it to get this into my gutter system. So it's not that hard to do. You do need some basic tools, and again, this is all just aluminum, so it's easy to bend. They recommend for you to have some type of 2x4 or 1x4 to help you bend this into place. All right, and that's pretty much it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. As you can see, guys, and it's kind of been here. I gotta get some pliers here. The most important thing, this part here, has to be flush with the top lip of your gutter. All right, so when I go to the gutter, I'll try to set that up, but this part needs to be flush, and this comes down such. So you're gonna be doing some trimming, so make sure you have some tin sips to help you trim this properly to get it started. All right. They also say you can use some double-edged tape. I'm not going to do that. All right, I'm going to use the self-tapping screws for my shed area to get that done. All right, so let's take it over to the first part. Let's take it over to the shed and get this thing installed. All right, guys. Let's look at my gutters. All right. Now, most of you guys, if you got new gutters, you're probably gonna have some type of contraption or like hookup like this, and it's gonna come up. And as you can see, I have like a little gap here from here to here. This is a little drip edge. So my gutter is right underneath the drip edge, which is ideal. That water, when it comes up, it goes straight down into the gutter. And if anything goes behind here, it's supposed to hit this drip edge and then continue back into the gutter. So that's the gap I have. So so when you're doing your installation of that gutter guard, it's not going to lay flat from here to here. All right, it's not designed to do that. All right, you are going to have to, the part that goes closer here, you are going to have to bend it up. You just have to decide if you want to fold it in or fold it up to attach here. Then they'll go flat or have some type of raise to it. Then they'll attach to this. And as you can see, my gutter down, I have some lights that I put up, so I'm gonna have to take those off and reinstall them after I get the gutter guard up. All right, and check out the video about these lights. I put a link on it. Very good lights if you're looking for some access lights. All right, so yes, again, I'm just evaluating what I'm gonna have to do first. I'm gonna have to, as you can see, I'm gonna have to wash this all out before I get the gutter guard up again, because I have all these trees right here, right next to my shed, and I know when fall comes, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of leaves and stuff, debris in here, because last season I did, and I didn't get up here, and I'm telling you, it was so high up with debris. So I should have done it earlier, but I didn't. But that's the point of this video now, is getting it done. So let me get my hose, let me shoot this down, get it all cleaned out, and then we'll bring one of the sections of the gutter guard and try to get it installed, and I'll show you how I'm doing it. All right, so stay with me, guys. All right, guys, and as you can see, guys, this is about, I believe, about 5 inches wide. All right, and as you can see, if you try to lay it flat on your gutter, it's not going to work. All right, this part here needs to go behind this lip right here, and trying to lay it flat is not going to work. All right, so that's why they give you the option on the piece that's closer to your facial has to be manipulated or bent, I should say, for this to fit properly. All right, so as you can see, I have about an inch gap, inch and a half probably right here. So I can either take this part here, bend it inward, and let it flip over for this part to get on here, or I can go like an L. And I decided I'm gonna go in the L shape form. All right, so all I'm gonna do is get my 2x4 or 1x4, and I'm gonna take this part here and I'm gonna bend it straight upward. So this part will go parallel or perpendicular, I guess, to this drip edge. All right, and by doing that, this will force this to come in closer to here, so I can get this part on right here. All right, and that's pretty much how you're gonna do it. All right, it's gonna go over all your fittings, so you don't have to worry about it touching, because it's gonna be sitting top on this. And then I'm gonna use the self-tapping screws just to drill down here to keep it down, and put a couple up here to keep it in place. All right, and that's pretty much the premise on installing this thing. Now, also, being that I'm starting at this end, make sure you overlap it. All right, because you're gonna have to cut some of this off and take a piece of this metal and go into, drop it into the gutter. So I'm just gonna pretty much leave about an inch and a half overlap before I start. All right, and that's pretty much it, guys. That's the idea of me getting this up. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna set up a time lapse on me installing this. If I get any hiccups, if I have any problems, of course I'll come back, I'll stop, I'll go into detail of what I'm doing to work around whatever problems and continue on to finish. All right, so but that's the idea of this this mesh, and what I like about this one, that's why the reason why I went with it. I just like how it looks. I mean, it's guaranteed pretty much nothing's gonna get between this, nothing but just water. All right, so I went with that opposed to the chicken wire. The chicken wire has a lot more gaps to it. Things will settle into it, or stuff will get into that. So that's why I went with this one. I think this one's built a lot better than the chicken wire option. All right, so yeah, that's it, guys. All right, so let me continue on. Let's get into the time lapse, and stay with me, and we'll see how this thing's turn out. All right, guys. Now I'm gonna set up. I need to do a bend to this. All right. Again, this lip has to go in front of the gutter, and this part here is gonna go up as an L. So to do that, I'm estimating I'm doing about less than an inch, say 3/4 of an inch from here to here to do my bend. So make sure, just get your little Sharpie. All right, near Sharpie, and a 1x4 or a 2x4. All right, again, this is aluminum, so it's very easy to bend. It's not that hard at all. All right, so let me continue with that. All right, the idea again is I'm gonna measure. I'm gonna do a 3/4 of an inch. I'm gonna go with there. All right, just two little marks. All right, and then I'm gonna take my little 2x4 here, place it on one mark. The second mark, and all you're gonna do is just try to bend it straight up. Alright, guys, there you go. Again, and once you get the bend going, then it's easy to just come back and fold it itself up on each other. Alright, again, that's how I'm doing my application. I find it's much easier to do it that way. Alright, I'm just gonna bend it some more, a little more. Alright, so, and that's it, guys. Alright, so that's how it's gonna look. This is go behind the gutter. I'm gonna come up right by the drip edge and come right against the drip edge. All right, to get mine installed. So let's take it over to the gutter. Let's take it over to the gutter and see how it came out. All right. Alright guys, as you can see, once I got it bent into shape, I bent it about, say, 3/4 of an inch to go up, to go into my drip edge. And as you can see, when you bring it in, guys, it fits right over. Again, this part here has to be close to this part here. And it must lay flat. You know, it shouldn't be up like that, no gaps. All right, just bring it close to it. And once I get this all dialed in, all I'm gonna do now is once I get it dialed in, I'm coming out with the self-tapping. But first, I'm gonna have to trim this edge. I mean, I'm starting over here, so I can have some of this metal. I can take some of this metal and fold it into here. All right. But once that's done, then it'll be able to go nice and flush. And if you can see how I'm moving it nice and flush to it, that's what you want. All right. Once you get to that point, just take your self-tapping screws and screw it right in, and you're good to go. And the rest is just getting another screw and screwing into here, into your fascia or your drip edge or wherever you're going into. All right. And that's pretty much it. Again, the idea is to get the leaves and berries or whatever's fallen pine needles, they're all going to come down off your roof onto this. All right. So if your roof is properly pitched out and you have some clearance here, which you should have, it's not a really big deal how this is fitting up back here. You know, you just screw it in and you're good to go. All right. The objective is to have a nice tight in front so nothing hits it or get in between this edge here. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope that makes sense to you. Forgive the birds, you know, don't forget, but I'm outdoors recording this, so of course you're gonna hear a bunch of birds. So I hope the audio is adequate. But that's it. All right, so all I'm gonna do now is bend some more of these pieces here. I think I need about 5 more probably, and so I'm gonna bend them all to shape, so I don't have to stop, and I'm gonna start just getting it installed. All right, so I'm making into the time lapse, and we'll keep it moving. All right. All right, guys. I just want to pause for a second to show you what I'm doing. All right, I'm starting on the right side of my gutter. Now, what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to cut pretty much a piece here and here. All right, and just so you only have this piece right here exposed, but this part here has to fold inside here. All right, so it gives you that nice tight seal, or seal. It's not gonna be tight, but it's gonna be, you know, no wash debris can get in. So the way you're gonna have to do it, get your 10 sips. I got 2 pair. I have this one plus a heavy duty one. All right, and all you're gonna do is just gonna etch this and cut it, and again cut it. Try to cut it here. Depending on the strength of your 10 sips and how sharp they are, it may go through, it may not. If it doesn't, no biggie. Just get it started. They come with the pliers and wiggle it back and forth and it'll snap off. Also, have a set of pliers with you also, because this end may end up getting all bent up a little bit, so you can come with the pliers and just flatten it out a bit. All right, so once it's done. All right, so again, you're gonna cut across here, cut down this way, and cut down this way to get this piece here so I can fold it in here. So that's what I'm doing now. I just want to bring that to your attention. Alright guys, I just want to show you something as I'm going along. Again, once you fold this up it goes pretty quickly. All right, remember everything's going to flush. Now when you connect butt two ends together, you're going to have to overlap this mesh over this mesh. All right, and just butt it up against. Now you notice there's going to be a little gap underneath. You can trim this if you want a little more here, if you want to get it more flush to it, but I think that's a lot of unnecessary work in my opinion. All right, again, the object of this here is to stop leaves and everything getting in, and as long as the mesh is overlapping all the way up to the end here, having that little gap is not a big deal. All right, I'm not going to waste my time in trying to trim it perfect. No one's going to be up on the roof looking for that. All right, I'm not going to be looking for it. So but that's what you have to do, just make sure this overlaps on this so nothing gets behind it, and you know, that'll be about it. All right, so let me continue on. It's going in. What I'm doing, I'm only putting one screw in on each end as I put them down, and once I get it all laid out, then I'll come back and tap it with more screws. And as you notice, I had little lights up here, the lights up here. I'm gonna have to modify those. Most likely I'm gonna use the tapping screw to go through the bracket to go into this, to mount it on, so it'll be permanently mounted on there. So, and that's pretty much it, guys. It's going on much easy. It's going on very easy. No big issues, and that's about it. I think the only issue is that cutting this is kind of tough a little bit, you know, if you don't have sharp tin snips. Alright guys, as you can see, I got it up. Went in pretty well, pretty easy, I should say. As you can see over here, again, you have to overlap it. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to come back now and put some more self-tapping screws in the middle on here to hold it up. Now you can tap it also here to keep it secure, but in my opinion, and again, this is just for my application, based on the shed, I don't think I'm gonna tap it on this end. It's not moving anywhere. Once I get about 3 or 4 screws up on here, it's not moving, so I may not tap mine in over here. They suggest that you should do, but I don't think I need to. Again, the purpose here is just simply to keep off the berries and the leaves getting inside. Now, a little bonus to you guys. If you checked out my video early on about these solar lights, accent lights, they're very good lights. All right, if you want some accent light on your shed or what have you, however you're going to use it. But in this case, as you see, with the bracket, it's not going to fit in this thing. I have to take it off, so I'm going to have to modify this here if you still want to use your lights on your gutter. And simply to do that, as you can see, when you put it comes here, plus it locks in, but you're not going to be able to do that with this type of unit, because as you can see, it completely seals your gutter to avoid anything getting into it, as it should be. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna modify this, and pretty much what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be cutting this part off and just simply screwing right into that hole. So pretty much, you see what this screw is, I'm gonna use the same tapping screws and just drill it right into the gutter. So that's what you're gonna have to do if you want to utilize this type of solar light that goes over your gutter. But check that video out that I did profiling this. So let me get that done and get this all secured in. So I have 4 lights. I already cut it 2. I gotta reach over there, grab that other one, cut it, and I'm gonna come back and just drill it in to make it permanently stay. Everything's up now. Excuse me, put this out there. The whole mesh is in. Reinstalled my lights. Yeah, That looks good. Alright, so it's definitely going to keep all the leaves out of my gutter now. All these berries, so I don't have to worry about it'll extend the life of my gutters. And that's the point of putting this up. Alright, again, because I get a lot of trees, a lot of leaves into this gutter, and this will definitely save some time for me from getting up here and washing it. So all I have to do right now is just get a brush or get a hose and shoot off whatever falls on top of this, and it's done. Alright, so guys, that's it. Like, subscribe, and I'll check you out on the next one. Later.